Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to this segment of Khoj Gurbani's a-sabad-a-day. Our recitation, Suhi Mahalla Panjama, Darsan ko Lochai Sabh koi, Pure Pag Parapat hoi, Rahao. The central reflection is right at the top of the Sabad, and it says, Darsan ko Lochai. There is a longing for Darsan, the vision, the understanding. Darsan ko Lochai Sabh koi. Everyone is longing. Pure Pag Parapat hoi. Only those who have Pure Pag. Ordinarily, we translate Pure Pag as meaning great destiny, good fortune. But in my estimation, a better reading, a more insightful reading, would be to say that when the conditions ripen, ripeness, when you are ripe for that darsan, parapat hoi, it will happen. So there is some element of what you have to do. Longing by itself will not produce realization. We long to awaken, but what the Sabbath is saying is essentially you put yourself back to sleep. And now, in the stanza after, Guru Arjan asks the question, Syam sundar taj neend kyon aayi, Maha mohani duta lai. Why are you asleep? Here, that longing is labeled Syam Sundar, the beautiful beloved. So longing in itself is the beautiful beloved. That quality of longing is Syam Sundar. So the Guru is saying, Taj neend kyu aayi? Forgotten. Why has that beloved Syam Sundar, that longing for that Syam Sundar, been forgotten? Neend kyo aayi? How did this sleep come over me? And in the next line, he provides a clue. Maha mohani duta lai. Maha mohani, the enchantress, which is the world of phenomena, is enchanting. Maha mohani, the great enchantress, if you will. Duta lai, the agents of desire, because that is what signifies the world of phenomena. We get attached to it. So Maha mohani duta lai, the agents of desire. Who are the agents of desire? It is our senses. So need, kyu aayi, asleep, meaning spiritually asleep, not physical sleep. And spiritual sleep means being heedless, unconscious. Ghaflat is the word. Ghafil, to have gone awry, to have gone astray. While we may be awake in one sense, because after all we work, we shop, we argue, we plan, we accumulate, so on and so forth. But that is Maha Mohani at work. It fascinates us. So we are sucked in, its agents. The senses are impressed, enchanted by cravings, comparisons, possessions, sensuality. That is what keeps us occupied. You want to get the next notification, the next purchase, the next achievement, the opinion that we must defend. Now, none of this is evil in itself. The problem is that they capture our attention. So the tragedy is not that the beloved has disappeared. We are not awake to it. We have fallen asleep to the beloved that is always and already present. And now in stanza 2, after the Rahau, Guruji explains that feeling of separation, the pain of that separation. He says, Prem bichoha, the separation from love, karat kasai, does the work of a butcher. In other words, it's cutting. It hurts. Nirday jantatis daya na pai. It is merciless. There is no compassion. Separation from love is the butcher. Absence of love. This is what happens to a human being when the connection to its whole is lost. We become harder. We become butcher-like. It separates us. We cut. There's me, there's you, there's myself, there is the world, there is my success, your failure, and so on. So prem is more than just an emotion. It is love that is the experience of connectedness. It is only when that connectedness disappears that cruelty becomes possible. If you have that connectedness, you could never be cruel because you would be aligned with Syama Sundar, that beautiful beloved. You would see it reflected everywhere. Anik janam beetiyan paramai karvasana deve duttarmai. Explaining, expanding on the previous verse, saying that this consciousness that I am in ordinarily, this has been going on for anik janam, countless births. The mind essentially arises and ebbs with all kinds and manner of emotion and thoughts. It's birthing them, it's killing them. But in all of this, karvasana deva duttarmai, that fascination with the enchantress does not allow the mind to come dwell in its own home. So kar is the hirda, the inner home. Maya will not allow for you to settle there. The mind must constantly go somewhere. And where does it go? It goes into the past, it goes into the future, it goes into somebody else's life, it goes into ambition, it goes into regret. It's always going somewhere. So anik janam, existential. Within this lifetime, the mind is constantly birthing and dying. Now the Guru is telling us that you really can't blame anyone for all of this. He says, Din rain apna kiya pai. Din rain, day and night, apna kiya. My own doing. Pai. I experience what I do. Kis dos na dija. There is no one else to blame. Kirat pavai. My own accumulated patterns that are expressed as actions keep me in this wandering mode. Kis dos na dija. Very important. Don't find fault outside of yourself. The kirat here is accumulated impressions of previous actions that become your conditioning. So we are what we repeatedly think and desire and do. So action creates patterns, patterns create dispositions, dispositions shape perceptions, and perceptions produce further action. They become your character. So don't blame anybody. Sun sajan sant jan pai. Listen, my brethren, my friends, seekers. Charan saran nanak gat pai. In the shelter, the way forward is found. In the shelter of what? Sun sajan sant jan. Sant. The key word here is sant. The Guru. The Guru. The Guru is the answer to a wandering mind. And that is why taking refuge in Guru wisdom is the solution. It means changing one's orientation. And then comes gati, liberation, freedom. Your wandering then acquires a direction. So there is longing, but one is asleep because one is enchanted, one is mesmerized, hypnotized. And that causes separation, which then enables cruelty, and it brings about wandering, habitual conditioning. But the awakening comes through the Guru. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.